Kundalini awakening and out-of-body experience. If you are in your spiritual awakening journey or Kundalini awakening journey and you are experiencing that most of the time you are out of your body, then understand that it is not something esoteric or mystical in nature, and it has much to do with your brain and nervous system problem. Till date, whatever resources or whoever you have approached have kept this out of body experience as something esoteric and mysterious, and that has not served you so far. The reason could be anything for your feeling so, but the prime cause behind your feeling out of body is that your nervous system has become weak, your brain has got damaged, and that is why your physical body and your subtle body is unable to integrate to make you feel human. Till date, till the time Kundalini got awakened in you, you were unaware of the fact that you are a combination of body, mind and spirit. Your body that you see is the gross body. It is the physical body. And your physical body appears at the surface level, at the matter level. You see yourself as physical body as the combination of 5 elements of nature: earth, water, air, fire and space elements. But you don't know that this 5 elements of nature with which your physical body is created is connected to your mental body through the subtle layer of breath or prana. Prana connects your physical body with your mental body, your emotional body, your psychological body. That does not appear as the gross body or the physical body or the matter which you can touch or is tangible in nature. But mind, you can feel with your thoughts, with your emotion, with your existence of memory, with the existence of your beliefs, conditioning, the egoic identification, the vikaras and vasanas, your lower energies, all the emotions that you feel is not a part of your physical body, but it is a part of your mental body. The emotion of fear, insecurity, blame, shame, guilt, sadness, grief, agony, loneliness, depression, anger, regret, pride, frustration, rage, hatred, jealousy, competitiveness, cunningness, doubt, distrust. All these are lower energies, and these lower energies constitute your mind. And these energies are connected with your physical body through the pranic energy. Prana connects, your breath connects your mind and the body. And when this prana is disturbed, the disconnection from your physical body with the mind happens. And gradually you feel that you are not in the body, because your physical reality is different and your mental reality is different. You perceive the world around you in a different way, and you perceive your mental reality in a different way. especially when you are going through Kundalini awakening, what happens? Most of the time your mind is producing images, thoughts and events that has not happened in your this birth. When Kundalini is cleansing your karma, burning your karmas, all the energies that were stored in your subtle body, that has been downloaded from your causal body, from your previous birth. Causal body means the reason for your birth. You have brought the seed from the previous birth. Why you are born? First of all, why the birth takes place? The birth takes place to give birth to you for completing your karmas. The settlement of accounts that has been pending in the previous births, not one birth, millions of birth. In each birth, you created some karmas, some good karmas that led to good fruits and some bad karmas that led to some bad fruits. Or in simple way, you can understand that in one birth, you created some liabilities and some assets, and both liabilities and assets are carried forward to the next accounting year in which you do business, and from that, it is like a going concern till your business is dissolved. Your account settlement will be more or less incomplete. Every year, you will function to create some liabilities and you will create some fixed assets and current assets, and your balance sheet will always be carrying your liabilities and assets. And in the last birth or at the time of dissolution of your business, when you are ending your business, that time you will settle all the liabilities, you will pay all the debts, you will pay all the loans, all the current liabilities and outstanding liabilities you will pay and make your liabilities zero. In the accounting equation, it will be like capital equal to assets. Capital means your original capital is lying intact and it has been converted into assets throughout the process of doing business, and there is no liability. Liability is zero. Accounting equation is like capital equal to assets plus liabilities. Suppose your asset is 100, your capital will be 100 because liability will be 0. But by the time you reach this stage, this is the stage of last birth, when your capital equal to assets. This means there is no karma. All the karmas are burnt. There is no liability means there is no karma. All the liabilities you have paid and now you have become 0. You have come to the original state from where you began your business. That is, you invested capital, you did business, you earned some profit, you earned some losses, you created some liabilities, you created some assets, and at the end of the business, you are with your assets. Now, these liabilities are the karmas as well as the lower quality of energies lying in your mind, in your energy channels. And the assets are your higher energies of the soul, the spirit, where you need to reach. Opposite to the energies of fear, the higher energies that vibrate at higher frequency is courage, peace, happiness, joy, excitement, enthusiasm, love, bliss, excitement and enthusiasm towards the unknown, courage to do something new, rebelliousness, truthfulness, no doubt, freedom from doubt, freedom, power, and the sense of achieving something for your progress, for your growth, and not out of desires. So these are the assets that you gain when your freedom is complete. But during the process of your journey of freedom, when Kundalini is working in your system, it activates the lower energies, the vasanas and vikaras, the tendencies and desires that you have stored, the patterns, the programming that you have stored in your subconscious, some from this birth and some from your previous birth. Some from this birth includes the way you have been brought up by your family members, your parents. If you are in a relationship with your spouse, the way you are functioning in the world with your friends, with your colleagues, and social setup, the matrix. Broadly, all these energies that you have accumulated in the form of liabilities remain in your energy channel blocked way. And when Kundalini is working in you to dissolve your karmas, to burn your liabilities, what she does, she takes away lots of prana from your physical body, from your breath. The mind, which was overactivated, also consumes lot of prana from your breath, and at the same time, to burn the same mind, the same breath, the same prana is used because it is the fuel. The fuel is common. For example, mind is, you have a petrol pump where petrol is supplied to the petrol pump from the reservoir, and now your mind is the thief. That mind, what the mind does, it steals away all the petrol from the petrol pump, and you are deprived of the petrol that you need to run your vehicles. What Kundalini does? Kundalini uses the same petrol, but with a different function. Kundalini uses the same petrol to burn the mind. The thief is burnt. All the energies that is Kundalini taking from the petrol, that is the prana, that is the fuel, she is using the petrol to dissolve the mind. The mind is denser energies, and to transmute that energy into pure consciousness, into higher energies, Kundalini needs lots of energy to transmute that. It is like if you want to heat ice and transform it into vapor, you will need lots of fuel to heat that up. Similar is your mind. The density of mind is too high. It is heavy. It is darker. And Kundalini forcefully burns your mind, dissolves your mind, kills your mind to transmute that energy into higher level of consciousness. And when this process is going on continuously throughout your Kundalini awakening journey, what happens? Your prana is burnt. Your prana is burnt, your breath, that is the reason for your fuel generation, energy generation, that is affected. And when that is affected, your cellular function is disturbed, your organ system is disturbed, your nervous system is disturbed eventually. Ultimately, the nerve cells do not receive the adequate amount of prana, adequate amount of energy to rejuvenate, because prana is the fuel for the nervous system as well. Without the presence of prana, your nerve cells cannot function. They cannot transmit signals. The axons and dendrites, they cannot function well, because prana is kind of lubrication for the nervous system to function well. It is like in a battery, the distilled water is there so that the electricity could be passed through the circuit in a better way. Similar way is the nervous system. It needs the lubrication of prana and ojas. I'll come to the point of ojas, and then you will understand why you are feeling out of the body. This introductory reason was necessary for you to know that there is nothing esoteric. Everything is very much practical and realistic. If you understand this and you know how your ojas is depleted, you will work in the direction of increasing your ojas. You will work in the direction of making your ojas strong. And when your ojas is strong, automatically the out of body experience will be changed into the experience of integration. When your brain and nervous system is integrated with your energy and consciousness, then you will not feel out of the body. Out of the body means that this is the reality. You are actually out of the body. There is no center of your body. Since you have identified yourself as the body, that is why you take this context of out of the body. In reality, you are always out of the body. You are everywhere. You are pure energy. You are everywhere. And that is the realization. When you transform through the process of Kundalini awakening, the final realization is that you are everything. You are everywhere. Only the perceiver, the witness, the consciousness that perceive this physical body is located here. And that also in the form of intelligence, not as a certain point. But out of the body makes you feel levitated most of the time because your nervous system is unable to function as a unit with your musculoskeletal system. Due to weakness of the musculoskeletal system, your nervous system is unable to perform as a unity together with your musculoskeletal system so that you will have the experience of a human being. You always feel that you are somewhere here in your energy field and not located in the body. And that perception changes because your vagus nerve, your nervous system, your central nervous system, your autonomic nervous system, they do not perceive you as centrally located here. Because the ego is dissolving, the ego which was so much in the subtle body no more exists. How will you feel if your ego is dissolved? Naturally, you are not in the physical body and not in the immediate subtle body. You are in the subtlest body. That is the energy body. You are beyond the mind. That is consciousness. And consciousness is not in the body. So it is very confusing to understand for the ego and mind this aspect. Only when you experience it, you will feel that yes, I am all the time out of the body. And I cannot come back to the body. If I have to operate through this body, because this body-mind mechanism is nothing but an instrument of consciousness and energy to function in life. This physical body is just a machine, a factory through which energy is produced, and that produced is used by the consciousness and Kundalini to function for a particular purpose, the divine purpose, the universal purpose for which you are born. And you remain always out of the body. And that has been my experience. So, whatever I am guiding you is based on my experience. You are never located in the body. And you know that you are not the body. You are the ocean, vast ocean. How can you be a drop of water or a wave? Your body is nothing but a wave. It is all clusters of energy located here centrally, and you feel and identify yourself as the body. Yes, you do have a physical existence, but that physical existence is not matter. That physical existence is, if you go on the cellular level, it is just clusters of millions of cells which we feel as human being. And when you go beyond that, we are not even cells, we are not even atoms, we are not even proton or neutron. We are empty space, we are just vacuum. Just clusters of energy, vibration, radiating in different frequencies, we are existing here. And we have identified this as something. And during Kundalini awakening, when your energy is ascending, you disassociate from this identification. And you feel that you are out of the body. You feel actually what you are. You are actually out of the body, and now you are realizing it. So there is nothing to worry about. But something is to worry about is your physical body. If you are out of the body, then who is going to take care of this body? If you don't feel your body, then if any hurt happens to this body until you actually die, physically the death happens, if it is happening, then who will take care of this body? And it happens, it has happened multiple times to me and to my students, that fall down due to out of the body experience. They fall down on the bank of the river and suddenly they see that the angle has changed. Suddenly they walk like this and they have fall down. The body has fallen, not the consciousness. Consciousness is looking from this perspective that the body has fallen. Just imagine, you're always hovering around the body in your energy field, because this is the reality, this is how it is. When you are finally free, you are in the 8th chakra, you can never come into this body. So what to do? How I am functioning through this body, how I am moving my hands, how I am talking, how I am making use of this instrument, if such has been the case with me. And that's the secret. And that secret I am sharing with you. So do you want to know about it? Then first of all, you need to know that you have to increase the ojas in your body. If you increase the ojas in your body, then automatically your nervous system and brain and musculoskeletal system will become strong. And once they become strong, you will be able to process Kundalini energy through your nervous system, or I can say that Kundalini will use your body to process itself through your nervous system by creating new neuroplasticity, neural pathways through which you will operate as the new being. But for that, you need to retain your semen. There are many things required. If you are a male, then you need to retain your semen at least for 1 year to feel integrated if you are feeling out of the body right now. And you need to understand that it is not a joke. It is not a trial. You have to do it. If you don't do it, you are actually dying day by day. Your nervous system is becoming weak day by day. Your brain is getting damaged day by day. It is not functioning. You are not able to function as an integrated person. You are like a sick person. Your right brain doesn't function. Your left brain doesn't function. You're neither creative in life nor logical, and cognitive functions are not working. You are having so many diseases related to health conditions. Your digestive system is not good. Your breathing system is not good. Your central nervous system is not good. Nothing is good in your case. And you are facing all the problems related to brain and mental health conditions like schizophrenia, bipolar, multiple sclerosis, memory loss problems of Alzheimer, and many other diseases like dementia. You have chronic fatigue all the time. You have fibromyalgia issues. You have IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, respiratory disorders. You cannot breathe well. You are all the time breathing from your chest. You have problems with your genitals, sexual libido. You are not able to feel the sexual energy in your body because you have lost all your ojas either through addictions or overindulgence in spiritual practices. Overindulgence in spiritual practices also reduces ojas because all the time your attention is getting leaked in unnecessary spiritual practices. You are doing lot of breath work practices that is not at all required. It is exhaustion for the body. If you want to work in the direction of getting integrated into the body, I will point out few things that you need to do. And the first one is do semen retention for at least 1 year. Number 2 is live in pranic places. Pranic places means places where the nature is in abundance, where the supply of oxygen, fresh oxygen and prana is in abundance. It could be in the countryside, villages, mountains, hills, or any place that is abundance, that has abundance of prana and oxygen, fresh oxygen. Your lifestyle should be changed completely. You should adopt the sattvic way of living life where you are eating vegetarian food and consuming only the natural food that is available on the earth for you to consume, and not kill animals in any way to provide nutrition to your body. When you eat any animal by killing them, you are consuming the dead energies in your body, and that dead energies lead to destruction of most of your subtle energy, pranic body, and infuses dead energy in your body. Your prana is lost, and when your prana is lost, your ojas is lost. Next is, you should focus on conscious breathing. Conscious breathing means all the time you should ensure that your diaphragm is moving up and down, or your belly is moving in and out. This means continuous breathing is the only solution. 24/7 rhythmic breathing should happen to you. And for that, you have to train your nervous system, your brain, to learn that technique if you have forgotten it. Next is conscious drinking. Stop all kinds of addictions to alcohol or any beverages that is not useful for the body. Drink water in plenty, hydrate, keep your body hydrated, and keep your nervous system hydrated. You can drink fruit juice and other electrolytes like lemon, sugar and water, salt, water mixed together. All kinds of electrolytes that you can take from natural sources will be useful to you. But apart from that, if you are drinking alcohol, you are drinking any beverages with artificial color, artificial flavors, then you are going to, and which is making you unconscious, beer or anything. All that comes in the category of alcohol, wines, beer, everything. Next is, stop addiction of smoking, vaping, drugs, weeds, of anything that is connected to intoxication of keeping your nervous system and brain into freeze mode. Don't go for quick dopamine. Next is, don't go for quick dopamine. Quick dopamine is released when you watch porn, when you masturbate, and when you are doing sex with multiple partners who are unknown to you, and going into addiction to your lust energy is leading to addiction to sexual activities, which is leading you to multiple partners, which leads to impurities. When you are doing sex with multiple partners, unknown partners, what is happening? You are also welcoming the energies, the negative energies, the low quality of energy of prostitution, or the demonic energies that feed on lower energies of lust and too much of excessive desire and addictions into your energy system. It is equivalent to you eating killed animal, meat or anything that you eat. So you are welcoming these energies into your energy channels, and when these remain in your energy channels, you automatically feel disintegrated. You don't feel like a human being, and your soul, your spirit is going out of the body just because the soul and spirit doesn't want to come to the body. You will never be able to integrate yourself until and unless your nervous system is totally rejuvenated. So stop quick dopamine. And the other types of addictions which are more dangerous than whatever I have told or shared till now is the addiction to the matrix, addiction to the social setup that you are. You are trying to impress all the time people in the matrix who mean nothing to you. You have gone into extra maintenance of your ego, and that has led to the reduction of ojas. Every moment of your attention spent to impress people in the matrix, to become something, cost your energy, and that is the energy of consciousness. That is the consciousness, that is the energy of your attention. You are paying attention all the time to impress other people, to please other people, to seek attention from other people. All these are leading to different kinds of problems in you, including ADHD. And all these is depleting your valuable resource of energy. So if you want to save yourself from this problem, because most of your ojas is depleted when you are paying attention outside. You will come to know about it when you learn about attention. So for that also you can watch the discourse that I have created, the value of your attention, which is the currency of consciousness, on my Guru Sanju channel. If you are a deep seeker, if you are a deep researcher and you want to work on yourself, then Guru Sanju channel is for that. And if you want to work on your nervous system and brain, then you can go into deep research through those discourses or read the discourses on our website. If you are an avid reader, you want to read, introspect and transform, then you can read the discourses on our website energypsgurus.com. And next is, if you want to work with me, the Guru, to make you integrated in the body, to work on your nervous system, brain, energy and consciousness, to integrate you into the body so that you can function as a unit, as a whole, and no more remain disintegrated, then you have to adopt the instinctive way of living life apart from all the steps that I have mentioned so far. Instinctive way of living life means you have to become a minimalist. You have to think only and act only through instinctive function, not through any social conditioning or any beliefs you have. Whatever you need for the body, supply to the body that and be free. And that includes cooking your own meal. That includes cleansing your dishes, cleaning the home, washing clothes, drying them up in the sun, and getting exposed to natural light regularly. Brooming and wiping activities at home. Living a simple life, not showing off anything to anyone, not doing anything to impress anyone. So these are just the basic, but it has all the essentials required for you to integrate in this body. And at the same time, there are some dedicated spiritual practices, sadhana, that you need to do every day, at least for 1 hour or 2 hours, to integrate your Kundalini energy into your body. Until and unless you do that integration, kriyas or sadhanas that I give you, that the Guru gives you exclusively, you will not be able to feel in the body. And that sadhana is applicable for everyone who has gone through Kundalini awakening, whether you are enlightened or gone beyond enlightenment. It is compulsory and mandatory for everyone. It is mandatory for me as well. And since I do those sadhanas and I teach my students who work with me in the Phoenix project, I am confident about the fruitfulness of these sadhanas. The out-of-body experience will never end, but at the same time, from out of this body, you can operate through this body. This is what is required. And that will happen only through integration of your vagus nerve and Sushumna, and the secret to which only I know and I teach how to do it. Without me, you will never be able to integrate, and this is guaranteed. This is proven. Because you cannot do it yourself. You need the Guru, you need the mentor, you need the master to work with you, because I am powerful. With my powers, I do everything, and without me, it is not possible. Alright, so don't feel out of the body anymore. If you want to come to the body and work and function as a unit, then take actions. It works. Thank you so much. Have a great day.